Hello darlings, welcome to my channel. My name is Nicole and I am the owner of Goddess Interiors. Feels so good to say that. I am an interior designer and I also have a natural hair extension company called 4C Beauty. And when I started 4C Beauty in 2018, I created a pretty decent business plan. So now that Goddess Interiors is finally LLC'd all of like a week ago, I figured I would take you guys with me on creating the business plan for Goddess Interiors. So you started a business, now what? Now you need a business plan, first things first. So I created some notes here to kind of help you walk through your business plan while I'm creating mine. So this has been like a dream of mine to have my own interior design business for years now. And technically I've been doing this off the books for a few years now. So it seems as though I've revise this business plan over and over, but every year your business changes and every year you need to revise this business plan. So here I am kind of revising and creating a new one with you guys. So the steps to creating a business plan. So you're gonna need a pen and something to write on because we got notes, honey. So step number one, about me. My name is Nicole. I'm an interior designer. I've been passionate about creating spaces since I was a little girl. And yeah, that's about me. Second tip part is about your business. My business will have two portions to it. The first part will obviously be about creating spaces wherever you spend the most time, whether it be your office, your home, wherever it is you spend your most time. That's where I'll be helping my clients create their spaces. And the second part will be teaching as many people as I can about all that I know about interior design. We're moving kind of fast here, but step number three. Step number three is your vision and your mission. So now there's a difference between the vision and the mission. The vision is what is the overall, like, what's another word for vision? Or vision of the company. Like what is your purpose? Like what is the purpose of the company? My purpose of the company is, my vision is to create functional and stylish spaces to reflect the vibe or ambiance based on a specific objective. Now your mission is, how do you plan on going about that and achieving that? So my mission is to build a community of like-minded professionals and educate them on the value of interior design. We are on a roll here. Step number 4 is your past failures and mistakes. And I'm not going to dive into this one because I'm going to do a whole video on the 5 mistakes that I made my first year in business. So yeah, you just write that down and jot down what your 5 mistakes were in the past. And if you haven't started your business yet, I guess you can say, write down the 5 things that have been holding you back from starting. And if you have kind of started getting your feet wet in the business, what are the 5 mistakes that you've done? What are some things that you've done in the past that haven't quite worked? Step number 5, your legalities. Do you need a license or certificate to practice whatever you're doing, whether you're, again, a lash tech or a makeup artist? Do you need some sort of schooling or classes to practice? And also, are you going to be an LLC or a sole proprietor? LLC does not work for everyone. Do lots of research. Y'all know how I feel about getting your legalities in order. So step number 5, I believe we're on, is get your legalities in order. Step number 6 is funding. Will you need investors? How are you going to fund your business? I am currently still employed by another company. Yes, I have 2 businesses, but I still do work part-time selling furniture, which kind of goes hand in hand with my interior design business. I get clients from that and I bring my outside clients in. So it definitely works hand in hand for me. And then I work on my 2 businesses full-time. So my side job funds my businesses fund my lifestyle. So I don't think that I'm gonna quit my part-time job until my businesses can fund everything. It's totally okay if you have to continue to work to be able to fund your businesses, take out loans. Like, people take out so much loans for school and don't want to take out loans for their business, which I think this is like, what are you really investing in here? But I digress. So yeah, funding. Do you need investors? Do you need a bank loan? How are you going to fund this business? Number 7 is your competition. You need to scout your competition. In my business, I really don't consider them competition. I consider them like sister friends, and I can talk all day about how much I love them and how much support they've been to me on this journey. But in my case, you need to find out from your competition how much you're charging. You don't want to devalue your market. And I constantly use like makeup artists and lash techs as an example when there's so many other businesses out there. But just for an example, like you want to make sure you're not charging too high or charging too low, because then that does break your market. You want to give yourself a fair advantage in whatever market you're in. So do your research on your competition and know that there's always room enough for you to win. Don't really consider them competition. Just educate yourself on the market that you're in. Step number 8 is style of operation. How will you be operating your business? Will it be online only? Will you have a place or location where people come to you? What is the details behind the operation of your business? In my case, my hair company is online only, unless I'm doing a pop-up shop, which that's very rare, but only online. Now my interior design business is a mixture of both. So I'll be doing a lot of online work and a lot of in-person work. So yeah, step number 9 is products and services. Will you be offering products or services or both? In my case, I have 2 businesses. One is a product only, and the other one is service-based with products possibly maybe pending. So yeah, products or services, what will you be offering? Step number 10 is your pricing. I kind of went over that in step number 7. When you're scouting the industry and scouting your competition, how much are you going to be pricing your services and your products? You want to give yourself a fair advantage. It's going to be a premium cost, or it's going to be more of the affordable side. What is your pricing? You want to make sure that you're pricing for your worth and your time and the quality of service and products that you are providing. Step number 11 is also market research. We're going to go back to market research. You really want to do a lot of research on your market. I think we've talked about that about 3 times so far. Research your market in depth. Research what other people, they need certificates, do they need a license? Kind of not compare yourself, but make sure that you're setting yourself up to do well and find a way to make yourself unique within your industry. Market research, competition research. Research your pricing. Are you pricing well? That's super important. Okay, so yes, everything I've said so far is really important, but I think this next step number 12, is like the most important part, is your customer. Who is your target audience? Who are you targeting? Who's your customer? Because at the end of the day, you can't have a business without customers and clients. So who are you targeting? They need to be the most important part of your business. And make sure you're creating an experience for them, no matter if it's just a product you're shipping out or a service that you're creating. You want to really build a great customer experience. Who is your target customer? And I get deep into this. I spend a lot of time developing my target customer. So there's a difference between your target customer and your sub-target. So your target customer is obviously who you want to attract. Who are you attracting, right? I go as far as naming mine. My target customer is Jessica. Jessica is a 28-year-old nurse. She is opening her own nonprofit business, so she doesn't have time to design her home. She needs an office space, and so she's hired me to come in and just pretty much create a space that's conducive to her working and living. Jessica loves to shop at Zara. She loves Home Goods. She loves Legality. Jessica, I've created like a whole list of who Jessica is. So you can even name your ideal client and make sure you go deep into their lives and make sure so that when you see them like on the street, you can identify that's a Jessica or that's a Karen, so you can know who you're targeting. My target audience is a busy professional, and now my sub-target is also homeowners. Homeowners who want to make the best of their investment. They can also benefit from my services. So I have a target audience and a sub-target. Step number 13 is your customer cycle. So from the time that you have manifested this customer to the end of the purchase, when they receive their product or end of the service, what is the customer cycle? So let's just say for a t-shirt, let's say you already manifested this customer. The customer already has the t-shirt in their cart and they've left it. You want to program your website to be able to send them an abandoned cart email. That is the first email that they're going to receive from you. Then the second email once they've actually purchased, then the third email. So you want to really go through the entire customer cycle. And you can even go in depth on how you're going to attract this customer all the way down to at the end. So they receive their product, they get an email. Do you want them to send you a review, or what is the customer cycle like for you? Step number 14 is marketing. I've invested in marketing coaches. I think that's a great investment to invest in. Advertising. Are you going to be advertising online only, or are you going to be doing a bit of online and offline advertising? For my hair company, I do both online and offline because you wear their hair in real life. People see the hair. That's considered offline marketing. I hold pop-up shops. That's an offline marketing. Online marketing is obviously social media a lot of these days, and that's huge. So are you going to be strictly marketing online or offline? And I suggest both. Step number 15 is branding. How do you look visually online? So like your logo, your brand colors, your website, your social media. Is it all conducive? Does it all match? Are you going to get t-shirts? Do you have pens? Do you have purses or tote bags? Like, how are you going to brand and market your company? So yeah, I have lots of resources that I use for branding, which is either using a graphic designer or someone to kind of help me make my brand conducive. So when you see a certain font or print or color, you know it's me. Like my interior design company is blue and gold. When you see that blue and gold, you don't even have to really read what's on it. You know that it's got its interiors. Forsty Beauty, you know that the gold and white is Forsty Beauty. So yeah, making sure that people see your logo and can identify it without having to read it or know that is your company. Hang tight, we're almost there. Step number 16 is web design. That kind of goes hand in hand with the branding and the marketing. I think having a website, no matter what business you're doing, is important. Are you building your website on your own? Are you having someone create it for you? If you're just starting, creating your own website is really cost effective, and there's so many websites these days that make it so easy for you to do it. I created both of mine myself. I would like to invest in someone to do them for me later on, but as of right now, like, all these sites have made it so easy for you to create your own once you have the content to upload on them. And yeah, so your web design goes hand in hand with your branding. Now, step number 17 is what apps will you need? I'm assuming that everyone's on social media and you're going to be using your social media to brand and market your business. So what apps do you need? Obviously Instagram or Facebook or TikTok or YouTube or whatever you're going to be using to to market your business. So Instagram obviously is a big one. That's one app. I use certain apps to plan and schedule my content. So people often tell me like, wow, it seems like you have a whole team behind you that's helping you with all this stuff. No, it's a app that I use to help me plan and schedule my posts. So content is always going out. So yeah, what apps will you need? Will you need an app to create your videos? Will you need an app to edit your pictures? List all the apps that you need. Sometimes you have to subscribe to them and pay maybe a small fee per month. All a part of your financing and your marketing budget. Okay guys, we're almost done. One more step is who will you need to help you? You need help. A lot of businesses start off doing things by yourself and realize, hey, I need some help, especially if you have a brick and mortar or a shop that people are coming into. You're going to need to hire help. If you have an online only business, you may need to hire someone to help you with your graphics. Who is going to be helping you with this business? It definitely does take a village. I refer to my businesses as my babies, and it takes a village to raise these children. It does. I can't do it by myself. That was my steps to writing a business plan. It was very lengthy and very in-depth. I know online there's a lot more resources. I think there's like a 7-step business plan. There's like a 10-step business plan, but mine was a little longer because I really get in there and I really want to make sure that I am very detailed with my business plan. I try to revise my business plan every 6 months to make sure that I'm on track, number one, and number two, that I can, like, I don't need to revise. I don't need to edit something that something wasn't working 6 months ago and needs to be changed. So yeah, I'm constantly revising my business plan. So if you like this video, thank you guys for watching, and I will see you guys in the next one. Mwah.